support your partner. Now, I know in a relationship, when one is dreaming, it has to be the other's dream. So in today's podcast, we're going to talk about how we support each other's dream, because if she does well, I do well. So stay tuned.
Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. I am your host, CeCe, and I'm joined by my husband.
Everybody, this is Will, and welcome to the Blissology podcast, like she said. So this is a weekly podcast, and if this is your first time with us, please remember to subscribe and hit on the notification bell so you can be notified when we put out these videos. Again, this is weekly. In this podcast, we talk about
a whole lot of relationship stuff here, okay? Love, family, what else? Accomplishments, goals. Grinding, hustling.
We don't talk about that here.
We talk about a whole lot of stuff here. So welcome. Well, as you guys know, before we get into the topic of the day, we like to talk about our blissful moment. So what is your blissful moment?
Aha. I finally had one this week.
You have one every week.
Did I have one last week?
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yes, you did.
So this week it's all about me. It's me and me.
Okay.
I decided to switch my haircut.
Although it's not a whole lot of different, it doesn't look like it's a whole change.
Listen.
But it's nice.
It's different.
He had to get my approval first. He's like, babe, I'm thinking of switching up a little bit. I've been doing this. I've been rocking this hair.
I thought about shaving
this haircut, this hairdo for the past, 4 years, 3 years? A good 3 years.
Before COVID.
Well, 3 years. Let's put it 3 years. And now I feel like it's time for me to switch up a little bit. I'm like, listen, where you going with the switch up? Because you know how much I love. Because I love it.
Everything in this world is changing, which means sometimes we got to make some changes in the way we look.
But I like it. It's not too far off from the one that you had. If somebody don't really, they should be able to tell because the back is a lot shorter, lower. Yeah. The back is a lot lower.
When I told my barber I want to do something different, and I give it to him, he took a moment and look at it just so he can get it right. And then he kept cutting away because I had a whole lot in the back.
You sure did.
He kept cutting away, and I got like halfway there, I'm like, how's it coming along? He's like, man, don't worry. I got you. So, and he did got me. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's been cutting me up for over a year now. Mm-hmm. And I must say, he's always been on point. I called him, I only go get my haircut on certain days.
Yes, you do.
And
you very regular.
Yeah, I reached out to him, and he's always there. I don't have to wait a whole lot of time. Mm-hmm. And it's good to have someone like this that you can depend on.
That's right.
If he's going to be out, he lets me know, hey, I'm going to be out this time. And I'm good with it.
Yes, you are.
Yes. So if you happen to be in my area, the shop is called Heavy Hitters Barbershop.
Okay.
His name is Robbie. That's who cuts me. Shout out to you, my man.
Hey, what's up?
He got me.
No, he did a good job. He did a good job.
So that's my blissful moment. It's about me this week.
Okay.
Me.
You this week.
You have any?
I do.
What's your blissful moment?
My blissful moment is I had a great day today. I had a great day yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was Friday, 4/22/2022.
Okay.
I had an awesome day. And we will talk about that awesome day that I had yesterday with you guys on this podcast today. Okay. Right, babe?
It's all because of me.
It's all because of him. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So let's go. We're talking about support. Support your partner.
Yes.
So let's jump right into it.
So, I like to think of this, whose dream is it anyway, right? Because when you're in a relationship, it's not about her dream and my dream. It's about our dream.
Yes.
Which means sometimes the sacrifices that one partner would make, that will obviously impact the other partner, but you have to understand.
Right.
Yeah. So we've come into this because we've had to make sacrifices for each other.
Yes.
And I'm sure we will have to continue to make sacrifices for each other because we're in this until until whenever, right?
Until whenever.
So when you're in a relationship, you have to understand where your partner wish to go and what's necessary to do, both not only by your partner, but by you to support your partner in that goal. Now, sometimes it may seem ridiculous, but it's necessary. It's necessary.
Les Brown say that.
Yeah, it's necessary. Sometimes you may find that you may have to keep your job and work while your partner pursues something different.
Mm-hmm.
And be willing to do what's necessary, because it'll get to a point where your partner may have to do the same for you.
Right.
So that support can come in a number of different ways, but you just have to make sure you understand.
Yes.
Understand and sit together and build a plan. So CeCe has been on a mission for some days now, right?
Yes. Listen, it's and again, it's just like the support from my husband and the kids and the family. It's important when you're going through something in life, especially when it's something that you really want, you're fighting for. So yes, I definitely appreciate the support from my family, and I think that's something that a lot of us need. But let me tell y'all, for the past 2 nights, okay, was it like Wednesday night and Thursday night? My husband is typically the one that goes to bed early. He's like,
well,
why should
I go to bed late.
There you go, late. I mixed it late.
Early. And
he goes to bed late.
12 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
You want to tell the story? It's okay, you can tell.
It's your story. You tell your story.
So typically he's like up until 2 o'clock, and I'm like, babe, it's late. It's time for you to go to bed. But me, CeCe, on the other hand, the past 2 nights, I've been staying up late until like 2 o'clock. And not hustling, but grinding, like going hard on my studying. If y'all didn't know, I was actually on a journey of passing the real estate exam. So yesterday, which was Friday, 4/22/2022, the Lord said, CeCe, it's your time. Okay. It's your time. And I passed, and I was like, oh my God. The late nights and the hard times, and of course my husband's support me and all that. There's some nights that he's trying to stay up, and I'm like, you know what, it's okay, you can go to sleep. You can go to sleep. But it's just to tell you that anything that you want to accomplish, like once you put this time and you like focus on it, it's gonna happen.
Yes, it's
gonna happen. So your girl's a real estate agent. I'm a realtor, so if you are in my area, let's talk, because I put a lot of, sweat and blood into this. This has always been a dream for me. And again, if it wasn't for my husband's support, it probably would still be like a fighting to accomplish this dream. And I'm happy to say this was a really great fight. Yeah. And God and I, we won the fight.
Yeah, and yes, it's good to put God first, because I think if God wasn't on your side,
listen,
there's nothing that I could do. If God says it's not gonna happen,
let me tell you, God, my mom's prayer, my dad's prayer,
well, my prayer too.
Your prayer, I'm talking about the power prayer, the warrior prayer.
But one thing that we all have to understand, that prayer alone is not the solution.
Well, you guys probably heard of faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead. Mm-hmm. So going back to say prayer alone is not, believing alone is not the answer to everything.
Right.
You gotta work. Now, the work sometimes takes sacrifices, and the sacrifice sometimes is from both spouse when you're in a relationship. I remember the night before she had to go take the exam.
Thursday night.
This set that we're sitting is actually on a platform, and it sits in our office. She decided to change the setting. So, and sometimes studying, you have to change the environment from time to time so you can stay focused.
Yes.
So I found myself dragging the whole set, because we have things on a place where they're movable, computers and everything.
Right.
I was doing something, but I needed to be closer. So I found myself dragging the whole set, took it in the living room, good thing this thing's on the wheel, so I can just unlock the wheels and just wheel it over. So everything, the mics, the computer, the cameras, I just took them all over inside my head because I needed to get something straightened out. And she's like, "Is your back okay?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I'm good."
I wish you were fine.
So in the gist of this is I just make sure that she knows that I'm there.
Yes.
Because sometimes having the presence, just be like, yeah, I couldn't help it. Well, I helped her study at one point because there's something and she was like, "Hey, how do you figure this
Which
out?"
wasn't even on the exam, by the way.
That wasn't even on the exam. but her and I, we went through it and luckily I can figure
And the way you
out.
explain it to me makes a whole lot more sense.
See,
and
I can take credit for that.
you know, now that I know how to do yield,
You know, buying points when you're getting a mortgage.
discount points.
So we went over this and you know, as a spouse, it's good to make sure that you have a presence.
Yes.
And show some interest. Now, I have no interest in becoming a real estate agent. I know there's a lot of opportunities in real estate. CeCe is exploring all the different side of it now.
All
now
of
she's
them.
got the license to get access to a lot
Real
more.
estate investors.
But I had no intentions of being in that. However, when she said, "Hey, baby, I'm having some difficulty understanding this. Take a look and see if you can help me figure it out."
Yep.
So I jumped in and I helped her figure it out.
You sure did.
And this is where a spouse, we can lend a hand, even if it's something that you have no interest in. But if your spouse is interested in it, you interested in it.
That's right.
You know, so, but yes, I dragged the whole desk and I sat there for like 3 or some hours.
Yes, you did.
And at one point, I had to go to bed. so I dragged the whole setup back and I'm like, "You gotta go to bed." She came in the bedroom and her computer was with her. So when she fell asleep, I had no idea.
Yes, my computer, my books, my everything. And mind you, it was just like the determination.
Yes.
The determination was just like, I am like very persistent. Like, I want this. This is something that God sees so much that I'm fighting for it. He's like, okay, I got to boost her up. I got to put a little bit of fire so she can get this.
Yeah.
And mind you, let me tell y'all something. On Friday morning, my husband and the girls were like getting ready to go to work and school. And I was like, they don't know that I have to take the test on Friday morning.
She didn't tell me she was going to go take
I
the
didn't
test.
tell them because I didn't want the pressure. You know, I wanted to surprise them, you know. And I was like, okay, I'm going to the beach. I need y'all to get out of the house as early as 7:30 because I need to get to the place by 8 o'clock, which is like a good 25 minutes from here.
You know what? Normally, I'm rushing them out, and she actually.
But I was outside.
She actually asked me, you know, I know you have a meeting with your staff. I can get you out by 7:25. Typically, it's me saying, "Hey, I gotta be out." And it's at 7:30, 7:35. I'm like, "Where are you people? Cars running, bags are in the car, the kids' backpacks are in the car already." And then this morning. Friday
Yesterday morning. Yes, yesterday morning.
She was outside. I mean, I got to the garage and I realized that I didn't have the right socks. So I ran back in. She was already out there ready to go.
My bag was in the
And I'm
car.
like, you know, maybe she really wanted to get to the beach because I
sure did.
I know she's been you know,
Stressed.
she's been buried under I figured
books.
maybe she just wanted to just be out and relax. I'm like, "Hey, listen, go to the beach.
And you had no idea that I was.
Breathe some air."
You actually had no idea.
No, I told him, "Hey, listen, this woman needs to relax at the beach. Let her be."
Yeah, because my husband was like, "You've been studying a lot. You've been like all like at night and all about the books, the study, the laws and regulations or whatever. Just go ahead and just take a breather and walk by the water." Because I wanted to go to the beach yesterday, but I had to make a way to you know, trick them, make them not thinking that you know it was the exam.
And as a partner, you have to understand what your spouse is going to like. I'm a big fan on if you've had a long week.
Yes,
I expect you to carve out a little bit of time to relax. So when she told me, "Hey, listen, it's Friday. I want to go to the beach, clear my head." I'm like, by all means, do that. Because the last thing I want is to come home to a stressful woman. You know.
damn. Okay.
Listen, if you're married, if you're in a relationship, you know you don't want to come home to a stressful woman. So yes, I'm like, "Yeah, you want to go to the beach? Go to the beach. Take some time off. Don't worry." You know, when we left, I didn't even make an effort to call her because typically I speak to her before I get in the office. I didn't make an effort to call her because I'm like, yeah, you're going to the beach, just go chill and just be, and I'll talk to you later.
And the funny thing is, I called you.
Yeah.
I called you because I didn't want you to call me, because when you go to the testing center, you have to shut your phone off.
Oh, that.
And I called you and I was like, okay, I got to call them so that way you don't call me and start panicking. So I called you and I said, baby, I'm there. I'm at the beach, and you're like, make sure you have your phone, you have the app and all that. I'm like, okay, yes, I got to go. And I was actually in the parking lot at the testing center, and I wanted to make sure that I get in. I didn't want you to call me and not, get me. And luckily for me, my mom typically called me early on in the morning. And mind you, I studied so much and so hard. It literally took me less than an hour with this exam. Typically, you have 3 hours to pass this. And I said to myself, I'm going to call these people and ask them what my score was, because I feel like this test, this exam is no joke, guys. Like, it's really hard. For those of you who taken it before, you know that. But when you really put your you're like,
you put yourself, you apply yourself, and you prep, because preparation is important. There's
but
no
you gotta prep.
thing.
But the thing is too, the right materials is important. I gotta make a video on that. For those of you who are in the Palm Beach area in Florida, it's really important to have the right materials. So wait for this video. It's coming soon.
She gonna do something. But this has been a great moment. I mean, it's something we're proud of, and obviously, hey, I've said it. If my wife is doing something well and she's succeeding, it's my success.
Of course, your success is my success.
Pay off my car for me.
Of course,
she'll
buy
retire
you a new
me.
home. I'll buy you this luxury home that you're being trimmed on.
Yes, listen, save me on commission.
Of course,
when we're selling this place.
Yes.
Oh yes, I'm gonna save some money. But it's something that she's always been wanting.
Yes.
And my goal is to support her, because when she said, "Hey, listen, I want to go that route," yes, I know she's busy. She's got a number of other things she's running. Like, if you can balance it, I'll do my best to support. If you want me to do this, I'll do this. But if that's what you want, let's get it and let's go. She even mentioned taking a test online, and I'm like, yeah, if you want to take it online, take it online. You have that, but let's make sure we do it on a desktop where you're connected to the internet via wire. Don't try Wi-Fi, because if you're disconnected, then it causes issues.
Right.
So I was like, you want to do this? Just let me know what I can do, and just don't ask me to go take it for you.
Because and the thing is too, yes, if for those of you who have kids, which is like such a major part of our success too, right? I mean, throughout this journey of studying for the real estate exam, my daughters, they were kind of part of this journey with me, like holding on to the book and questioning me about a certain vocabularies. And my oldest was like, oh, I didn't know that's how you spell mortgage. I mean, I know there was a T on mortgage. I was like, yes, honey. And they are getting into this whole real estate world, like, oh, mommy, this is so much. What is an appraisal? And my daughter was like, does that mean we got to appraise? We appraise? I'm like, no, baby. That's not what it means. And it's a very encouraging. It's very interesting from when you have the support from your family or your like whomever, like whether if it's a best friend that support you, that's important too. So it actually helps you more. It encourages you to really go further and push harder. And I think because of my family counted on me so much, and I was like, yeah, I gotta really push harder. Sometimes you feel like you're doing it for you, but it's more so you're doing it for them, because you want them to be proud.
And, from the get-go, we kind of set the stage. This is our family project.
Yes.
Everyone's involved. Everyone understand, especially for the kids. I want to make sure that they understand what it means to work hard.
Yes.
What it means to study hard.
Yes.
What it means to be persistent.
Yeah. Oh, that's
these days we come across people that are willing to give up too easily. People expect things to be easy and quick.
We call them microwave people. Some call them popcorn. They call them microwave people. Yes.
Yes. People expect them to be easy and quick. Mm-hmm. And you'll find many people give up before they even sweat.
Yes.
So, what
I
don't
like to sweat.
Yeah, people, they don't like the sweat. But what I wanted the kids to get out of it, to really see how much work it took. Now, CeCe cost us a lot more money on paper than she does on, I don't know what else. Because we use a duplex laser printer here. Supposedly that's for the business, which she owes the business money.
Is it real estate business?
Well, that's for CeCeBliss FCS. That printer was not. She prints everything, and there's highlights and all this paperwork. So just looking at her desk or the area where she studies, you can see there's a whole lot of stuff she has. There's the vocabulary, the printouts from the books and from
the math.
Because she had a couple of review courses that she goes through. So it's a bunch of things put together to get her ready for this. And you can tell. Now, I don't know how much I'll have to calculate to see how many pages she's printed and see how much she owes the business. Because her first paycheck, whenever that might be.
Oh, it's going to be soon.
Very soon.
It's going to be soon.
I have to get compensated for what I did. Yes, I supported my spouse, but I'll have to invoice her for some stuff. And the other business has to invoice her for some stuff. But it takes a lot.
Yeah.
I say all this to say that it took a lot, and you could see it. And I wanted to make sure that the kids saw how much work it took.
They did.
For mommy to get this.
Yeah.
And I know they were very excited when CeCe picked them up from school. She just handed the oldest one the printout that came from the place.
Yes, the center.
And she started reading, and I was on the phone. And I could hear her reading, and I heard a big yeah, and
started screaming
in the car.
Yeah.
So they were excited because they saw the work that went in, and they got to see the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't know if they associate this with money in any way, but they know that it's something good, and it's something that will get mommy into something. It's one more thing mommy's adding to the number of things mommy's been doing. So,
it's like a checklist right there. Like, check.
Yeah, it's a check. And that's one thing that as part of the yearly plan we had was to get this done.
Yes.
And now it's checked off the plan.
Yes.
And we move on to the next phase.
The next phase.
And, we all in it.
Yes. I give up so many of my good shows for the last 2 weeks. I know that I miss so, you gotta miss out on things, right? In order for you to be successful, you gotta miss out on a lot of things.
We haven't been out. So maybe go out on the weekend.
We haven't been out for the past what? Since our anniversary, since February.
My project took a bunch of weekends.
Oh my God, it's since February.
Yes, it's been a little bit of
since our anniversary. We haven't been like on a date, like out.
We date every Saturday because when we sit here, that's a date,
Yeah, but anyways, So I'm hoping this weekend I get to celebrate. We
will have to celebrate
by doing something with the family. So me, I'm a big family girl. But I'm just gonna catch up on my shows. I'm taking like the weekend off. No more. The major part of this is no more studying for a while. Okay, I don't mind doing the certification, but like the state exam, like my brother was like, "Do you want to go for the life insurance?" I'm like, "No, thank you."
At least not now.
No insurance for me. And of course, as I mentioned, my brother, he also was very proud because support from your family, your spouse and your brothers and sisters also is important. So
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to celebrate
and he's
wins.
also a realtor, so
in life it's good to celebrate wins. Big, small, medium. It's good to celebrate them.
Yes.
And because what that does, it gives you that feeling that, you know what? People around me are proud of me. And it makes you want to do more.
That's me.
So who knows? He may convince you to go to the insurance.
No, I'm going for the mortgage next.
There we go. So when you're married to someone and you're in a relationship and this person has a certain
even if you're not
dream,
married to someone.
Yes. If you're together and this person has a certain dream, just be there to help them get to that dream.
Yeah.
Because you have as much to gain from them achieving that dream as they do.
Yeah. So, one thing I want to mention too is that be a great supporter. That's important. Don't be like, when are you going to be done with this? It's been going on for too long. Don't be this type of partner that's like, when are you? Because, sometimes you have a spouse where they may not be as fast as you are. They may just be like someone who takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, we all learn differently.
And that we are, but my husband does learn faster than I do, I think. Oh, I don't know.
That's kind of how I am.
Maybe not. But this didn't happen with us. But I'm just saying, like, in general, don't be like, oh my God, you've been going at this for like a year or 2 years and you still haven't graduated from college or university for whatever major that you wanted to go to school for. Just be that spouse or that partner where you just like, hey, just checking in. How's it going? Is there anything I can do to help? Yes. Which is so important. It's so encouraging. Like, it makes you want to like, okay, he's aware that I'm doing what I need to do and I need to get it done, but he's not checking to say, when are you going to get this done? You spent too much money on this, or you got to get this done with now. And don't beat yourself if you fail at something. Just remember that you fall down, you can get back up, and that's the major part. Yeah. And you have someone that tells you it's just one fall, and you're going to succeed eventually. You know what I mean? Because there's some people when they fail at something the first time, they think it's the end of the life. They think it's like, okay, that's it for me. Yeah, it's so interesting that Friday morning before, in the morning, we like to have our own routine where we listen to motivational videos or Joel Osteen preaching or motivational.
Yeah, it gets loud in a house.
It gets very loud in the morning. Even the guinea pig is like, oh, they up. And we get loud. I'm playing something spiritual. My husband is playing something motivational, it
gets loud. There's no quiet.
We just play some loud music, worship music. And yesterday morning, we were listening to somehow Joel Osteen video pop on my feed, and it says, what was it again?
How hard do you want it?
How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And I was like, wow, this is like the Holy Spirit is really telling me, how bad do I want this license? And mind you, it's the day of the day of me going to take the test. And then this actually was playing.
Joel Osteen message is always on the up and up.
What does that mean? Up and up.
His message, he's always like highly positive.
He's a positive man.
Some preachers would lay out the craziness that's going on in him, but no, with him, it's like up there.
I feel like
if in the morning you need some message to lift
you
you
need some
up.
Inspirational, yes.
And there's a lot of consistency in his message. There's certain things that always come up in there.
At the building.
His building, his experience, and he used a lot of personal experience.
Yes.
But his message is always up. So yes, if you have a morning that you want to get yourself spiritually up, Joel Osteen.
Yes.
Now, if you want some screaming in your life, some really hardcore preaching,
TD Jake. Now, if you want somebody to put you to sleep,
Pastor Stanley. Well, he's very calm and relaxing. I mean, he's not the type, but I mean, he teaches. You're like him. He teaches you stuff.
He changed my life.
But if you need your morning, you need something to really get you up and running. Sometimes TD Jake will definitely beat you up into like, get on.
Yes.
Joel Osteen makes you feel good.
Makes you feel like, okay, I fell. Okay, there's tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely something that
all right, you got the right message, and you went in and you showed God how bad you want it, and He gave it to you.
Yeah, sure did. And God was there with me, y'all. He was there. He's always there. But when you're clicking here without like reading the whole question, you're like, okay.
I got this.
I got this. You're like, the first word, okay, I studied this. I click here. Like literally in 20 minutes, I think I answered like 40 questions.
And you know what? This is where preparation is key to our success. If you want to do something, be willing to put in the time to prepare for it.
Yes.
Because I bet you this will be completely different. If you kind of like half study and you go in, the outcome would have been completely different.
Yes.
So yes, the long nights may not have been easy. And from my experience, you probably have had a headache, or you're probably going to have a headache, because after you've gone a week of long nights, eventually it catches up to you.
Yes.
So you may find that you're gonna pay a little bit for it.
Yeah,
But the excitement itself is probably going to cast the big shadow over whatever the payoff would be, and you won't even feel it.
The excitement was so heavy. Like, I didn't even eat yesterday. I only had coffee in the morning, and that was
when you achieve something good.
And my mom was like, go take a nap because you didn't sleep last night. You literally only had 3 hours of sleep. So go take a nap. I couldn't sleep because I was just praising while I was laying down. I was just thanking God. And it's just amazing how, when you have this joy in your heart and then you're like, who needs sleep?
Who needs sleep? Anyway, everybody, this is our podcast on... Well, I think I had something to do with her being where she is right now, or with her passing this thing. So I'm going to take some credit for it.
Okay.
But as a spouse, I think we're entitled to take some credit for the things that happen with our significant other.
Yes.
So this is a podcast, and thank you for sticking with us and listening. I think CeCe wants to add something.
Yes, I just want to say thank you for real, from the bottom of my heart, to my husband, my mom, my dad, my brother, my daughters, and the rest of the family, because these people were very, very supportive, like checking on me all the time. How's studying going? How's everything going? My brother, did you register for your this and that? So great support. And I really thank you all for real. Seriously. Like, if it wasn't, I don't think I would be able to do this, without you guys. So husband, mom, dad, brother, daughters, thank you all so much. Appreciate y'all, and I love ya.
And I must say, I'm a proud husband.
Aww.
I am.
That makes me feel...
She gonna give me her checks.
I'm gonna put you to work. You better start working. You're gonna be my photographer for these. You know that.
Well, yes, I'm geared up already. I have my drone that can get a lot of aerial shots for her. I got my Part 107 license already, so I'm good to go. Good to go to fly. I've got my crazy wide angle lens for these crazy real estate shots.
Yeah. So you get paid.
I'm going to get paid.
Make sure they come out.
I'm going to drum up a whole lot of business from your people.
If you are in the area, okay, you are in my area in Florida, Palm Beach County, Broward, your girl CeCe got you. Call Agent CeCe and we'll talk, okay?
Yes.
I don't have a location yet, but we can talk. I can get you up and running. If you need to get your credit repair, I can get you up and running. Don't forget that. Y'all know I do credit repair as well. So for those of you who needs that, we can get that taken care of. All right.
And also, if you need some waist trainers to get that belly down.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that's so she's got a bunch of these things on her website, exquisitecc.com. We typically don't advertise on this podcast,
but we might as well.
But she's got a number of things you guys can check.
We might as well. Yes, the boutique has a lot of great waist trainers. For those of you who are looking to trim your waist down, it really worked. It worked pretty well. I have great customer reviews. And listen, those waist trainers, when you put them on, you start sweating and you're going to see the result. If you need your credit taken care of, we got you covered. We not only repair the credit, we also educate you on that. So call me, check me out on the website, LoyaltyLuxCredit.com. And now, as your agent, if you are in the area of buying, you can check me out. I don't know where yet, but you can check me out. And also, if you need a notary, I am also a notary.
Yeah, she is that. I'm
a notary loan signing agent. So all that. I'm really all business. That's just me all day, every day. And so is my husband.
She consults with my clients. She's a social media expert, and she handles a lot of the social media consultation for SMB consulting. So
as well as photography business. If you are in the market of getting married, we can help you get your pictures taken. If you are in the market of baby showers, the summer. Why not start getting pregnant? So we can get some maternity pictures taken for you. So again, just call us. We have quite a bit of
a lot of stuff going on.
Services going
that's why
on.
we're so busy.
And we've been blessed. Listen, there's sometimes when you have too many things going on, you don't know how to manage them. But I really, really feel like with the way that we carry things, we've been blessed with every single one of our business. We've been able to manage them pretty well. You know, the boutique is selling on its own. The other business is just doing so great, and we can't complain. All glory to God. And he's adding more.
Thank God I still have my job too. So all of that is still good. Listen, I can't.
We need insurance, okay? We have kids. We got to have insurance. So
listen, we have a number of things to be grateful for. And
we'll list them for you on the description box so you can take a look. And then you can go check them out at your leisure time.
Absolutely. So let me just wrap up this podcast. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening to our podcast on how we support each other and how her dream is my dream and my dream is her dreams. I take an active role in every businesses that she has. And I know with this new project she's just gotten on, it's going to be more work for me. But I appreciate you guys for listening. And if this is your first time with us, please remember to subscribe and hit on the notification bell to make sure you get notified when these videos are out. Remember to check us on the audio channels, Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and TuneIn Radio. This way you can get to listen to us if you happen to be driving or can't be watching us on YouTube.
That's right.
And that's it. Thank you very much. We appreciate having you. Now it's time for me to get on with my project because I'm still working on it. So we'll see you
Bye.
next Saturday.
Agent CeCe on the lookout.